Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're making a pasta dish that's perfect for one of those busy weeknights as it comes together in under 30 minutes. Yet it's elegant enough for a relaxed weekend lunch next to a bottle of Spanish wine. We're talking one pan tuna spaghetti. And let me tell you, this pasta dish has layer upon layer of so many great flavors. It truly is made with the most basic pantry staples. And once again, it's all done in under 30 minutes. Folks, serve this pasta dish next to a garden salad and a crunchy baguette. You're gonna have yourself a nutritious and delicious meal. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, which we're gonna be using in today's recipe, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure to use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by draining 2 cans of tuna in olive oil into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. The size of the cans that I'm using are 4 ounces, which is 110 grams each. Link where you can get the Spanish tuna I'm using in the description box below. And we'll gently flake the tuna to remove any of the excess oil. Then we'll heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. I'm using the oil from the canned tuna, but you can also use regular olive oil if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to finely chop 1 small onion and roughly chop 5 cloves of garlic. Then we'll add the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan. And as always, we'll mix the ingredients around continuously, that way they don't brown too quickly and everything evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the onion is nice and translucent, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, and half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is half a gram. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way that paprika and thyme are evenly coating the garlic and onion. Then we'll add in a 14.5 ounce can of tomato sauce, which is 410 grams. You can also use passata here if you like. And we'll season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together and then simmer it for a few minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes and the canned tomato sauce has slightly thickened, I'm going to add in 2.5 cups of vegetable broth, which is 600 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, beef broth, or even water if you like. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. And we'll turn it up to a high heat and give it a gentle mix. Once it comes to a boil, it's time to add in the pasta. I'm using spaghetti here, but you can use whatever pasta you like. I'm going to grab 8 ounces, which is 225 grams, and add it into the pan. And you don't have to mix the spaghetti around continuously, but do get it every 1 to 2 minutes. That way it doesn't stick together and it all evenly cooks. After 7 to 8 minutes, you can see a lot of that broth has been absorbed by the pasta, but there's still plenty of liquid left. We'll place the lid on the pan and lower it to a low-medium heat. And we're going to simmer this for another 2 to 4 minutes until that spaghetti is perfectly cooked al dente. Important to check the package instructions in the pasta that you're using, that way you cook it right on the money. After 2 to 4 minutes and the spaghetti is perfectly cooked al dente, we'll remove the lid from the pan and then the pan from the heat. Then we'll add in the drained tuna over the pasta and 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, which is about 8 grams. And we'll give it one final mix until everything's well mixed together. And for the final touch, we'll top it off with a kiss of grated cheese. I'm using a Spanish Manchego that's been aged for 6 months, but you can use whatever cheese you like. Either way, check it out. Our one-pan tuna spaghetti's done. So easy to make. Beautiful presentation, and all done in under 30 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. As always, folks, now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's see how this tastes. It looks absolutely delicious. We're coming in with a big bite. Check that out. Oh my goodness. What a huge bite. For me, this right here, this is what honest home cooking is all about. We grab the most basic ingredients and we got so much flavor out of this dish. But for me, the real winner is that it's a one-pan pasta dish. Me and the starch stays in there, giving this the most incredible textures and flavors. Give us a try at home once again next to a garden salad, a crunchy baguette, and a bottle of Spanish wine. You're gonna have yourself the best moment of your day. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Emily Hamilton, Manuel J. Rosales, David Houston, and Britt Saunders. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego.